Core values of Timothy Leary, the psychedelic revolutionary who refused to behave. Did you know Timothy Leary was not trying to popularize drugs, he was trying to reprogram consciousness itself? Do you now see why governments feared him, academia expelled him, the media sensationalized him, and an entire generation both worshipped and misunderstood him? Timothy Leary's life was not rebellion for rebellion's sake. It was a deliberate assault on conditioned reality, on how society defines sanity, authority, morality, and freedom. Let us walk this rigorously and unapologetically through his natal chart, external core values, and Navamsha, internal core values, because Leary represents a rare archetype, a mind that outpaced the nervous system of society itself. External core values, Natal Chart D1, how the world experienced Timothy Leary. Timothy Leary did not arrive to participate in culture. He arrived to hack it. A mind that threatened the system externally, Leary was experienced as a provocateur of altered states, a corrupter of youth according to authority, a prophet of freedom according to seekers, a destabilizing intellectual force. His external core value was simple and terrifying to institutions. Consciousness must be explored, not regulated. That single value made him incompatible with universities, governments, law enforcement, moral gatekeepers. Sun in Scorpio natal, external status. Through psychological power, Leary's external status came from depth, taboo, and fearlessness. Scorpio Sun natives do not gain recognition by pleasing society. They gain recognition by going where society refuses to look. The world saw Leary as dangerous, obsessive, radical, transformational. Scorpio demands confrontation with death, control, power, fear. The subconscious, Leary's authority emerged because he walked directly into forbidden psychological territory and invited others to follow. That is why he obsessed over LSD, he challenged the definition of sanity, he treated consciousness as a laboratory. Scorpio Sun does not reform the system. It forces metamorphosis or collapse. Moon in Scorpio natal, emotional intensity. Felt by the world. Emotionally, Leary did not feel safe to others. He felt intense, unpredictable, magnetically compelling, psychologically invasive. People around him felt seen, exposed, destabilized. His emotional external value was not comfort. It was truth through intensity. Scorpio Moon does not soothe, it initiates. This is why followers experienced ego death, emotional catharsis, psychological breakthroughs, and critics experienced fear, loss of control, threat to social order. External action, Mars in Gemini natal. Leary's actions were mental warfare, not physical rebellion. Mars in Gemini fights with ideas, language, provocative slogans, intellectual shock. Turn on, tune in, drop out was not poetry. It was Mars in Gemini weaponized. He didn't overthrow governments, he infected minds. That terrified authority far more. External cause, Rahu in Aquarius natal. Rahu in Aquarius made Leary a symbol of mass disruption. The external world forced him into counterculture iconography, media obsession, government surveillance, myth-making. Rahu here creates figures larger than life, often against their own control. He became a face of rebellion, a cultural virus, a threat to conformity. Aquarius Rahu doesn't want acceptance. It wants evolution at scale. External creation, Venus in Leo. Despite the chaos, what Leary created externally was charisma, spectacle, and theatrical rebellion. Venus in Leo creates performance, visibility, drama, magnetic presence. Leary did not whisper consciousness. He staged it. Lectures became events. Experiments became movements. His personality became a symbol. This is why he was adored and demonized simultaneously. Internal core values, Navamsha. D9, who Timothy Leary was when no one was watching. Now we move inward, and this is where Leary becomes far more disciplined than people assume. Internal status, Moon in Aquarius, Navamsha. Internally, Leary's emotional security came from detachment and freedom. He did not need belonging, he needed mental sovereignty. Aquarius Moon in Navamsha shows emotional independence, cool observation, distance from sentimentality. This explains why. He could abandon institutions without regret. He could walk away from identities easily. He was emotionally insulated from public opinion. Internally, his value was, no structure deserves loyalty if it limits awareness. Internal responsibility, Jupiter in Leo, Navamsha. Inside, Leary felt responsible to teach, illuminate, and awaken. Not morally, not ethically, but existentially. Jupiter in Leo carries the archetype of the preacher of experience, the teacher by example, the guru of lived truth. He believed, if consciousness expands me, it must be shared. This is why he could never stay silent, even when silence would have saved him. Internal action, Mercury in Libra, Navamsha. Internally, Leary's decisions were far more calculated and strategic than people realized. Mercury in Libra acts through balance, weighing consequences, psychological timing. He knew when to provoke, when to withdraw, when to escalate. The chaos was external. The mind was measured. Internal cause, Ketu in Pisces, Navamsha. At the deepest karmic level, Leary was driven by dissolution of boundaries. Ketu in Pisces shows past life saturation with belief systems, disinterest in rigid morality, pull toward transcendence. This placement explains his comfort with altered states, his rejection of rigid identities, his obsession with ego dissolution. He was not escaping reality. He was trying to end the illusion of separation. Internal creation, Venus in Sagittarius, Navamsha. Internally, Leary valued freedom over attachment. Love was philosophical. Relationships were experiential. Truth mattered more than permanence. Venus here values shared exploration, ideological alignment, expansion through connection. Possession bored him. Stagnation repelled him. The natal Navamsha alignment. Why Timothy Leary could not be contained here is the core revelation. Externally, Leary appeared reckless, dangerous, anarchic. Internally, he was detached, purposeful, and ideologically clear. The world saw drugs, chaos, scandal. Inside lived philosophy, observation, experimentation. This is why institutions couldn't control him, followers couldn't fully imitate him, critics never truly understood him. Timothy Leary was not here to create followers. He was here to force humanity to question who controls consciousness. Final core value, truth. Timothy Leary's life teaches something deeply uncomfortable. Externally, freedom looks irresponsible. Internally, freedom demands radical self-ownership. He did not promote escape. He promoted experiential truth. He did not fight governments. He bypassed them. He did not destroy morality. He exposed its fragility. Do you now understand why Timothy Leary still unsettles? Because he reminds us of a truth society hates to face. The mind was never meant to be governed. I shall see you in the next core value analysis of another disruptive luminary. Meanwhile, take care and be safe.